Today I'm going to be talking about change. Now, there's a lot of change happening at the moment. Change can either be for good or for bad. But whatever happens with change, how we accept it, adapt to it, whatever we do with it, we need to be able to survive and thrive once everything is over, or carry it along to our best advantage. Darwin said something to the effect that those that accept change are the ones that survive. And I think that's true, because you have to accept change. You have to find a way to accommodate it, to work with it, to use it to your advantage. One of the best ways to work with change is to find out as much as you possibly can and how other people are using this change to their advantage. And then you can make a decision whether you want to do the same or go ahead and make your own choices and your own decisions about this change. I suggest that you do a spot of social listening. Social listening is when you go online and you do some listening and lurking. You sit in the shadows and you watch, you read, and you absorb information that other people are saying or doing or discussing. There is always sort of feeling that you must go in and say something, you must go in and engage, you must go in and make a noise. That's not particularly so. You can actually learn a lot from others and what they are doing and saying. So I suggest that you listen or watch or read and see how change is affecting others. And from this, you can learn how you can adapt this change, find more positive and forthcoming information about this change, and see how you can help others. Helping others will definitely draw more attention to you than if you went about being all bravado and saying, hey, look at me, I'm so wonderful. Whereas if you thought very carefully about adapting and transforming change to your advantage so that you can help others as opposed to yourself, then your way of accommodating change will be far more beneficial to everybody. Now, once you've done enough social listening, then it's time to start engaging. Start asking questions. These questions should be based on what you have heard, what you have read, and it's, again, totally focused on everybody else, not yourself. Ask people what they're going to do about this change. How are they coping? What ideas do they have? Do they have any solutions for themselves? What actions are they going to be taking? This is all very important information which you can take and use to your own advantage. But remember, it's all about what you can do to help others. It's almost like when you engage on social media and when you engage on blogs and anywhere else, it's time to forget about yourself. You and your business need to take a back seat. You're not important at this stage. You are trying to find out about other people. You find out whether these people, who may not even be your customers or your clients, there may be people who know of customers and clients. There may be people who have excellent connections. They may not be directly involved with you, but because you are showing an interest in them and you are trying to find out as much as possible about them, and then eventually get round to communicating with them by conversation, by engaging, by asking questions, by offering solutions, by sorting out their problems, by making suggestions that they hadn't thought of in the first place. All this interaction with them and in their point of view, in their shoes, in their way of thinking, will give you far more important information which you can work on than you would do if you just sat in social media and went on and on about yourself or your business, which frankly most people find incredibly boring, and it tends to get ignored anyway. Now, I expect loads of you are already doing this, and if that's the case, great, fantastic. But believe it or not, there are a lot of people out there who haven't cottoned onto this. And they really need to do that. They really need to start thinking about how to change themselves as much as how they adapt themselves to the changes that are happening around them. Because change comes from within as well as from without. And change is important to be aware of it and to ride its wave. But unless you are able or willing to adapt yourself and take advantage of it, it's not going to do anybody any good.